Hi, Pisces. Welcome to Pandora Astrology's monthly horoscope for January of 2021. And Pisces, if this is your sun sign, your birthday is coming. Why not schedule the birthday reading now so you can have it during your yearly mop-up period, which is the 30 days before your birthday. That way you can really hit the ground running when your year starts. And if you want to get that, you'll find a link for it in the YouTube description below. So 2021 has an entirely different character from 2020. And one reason for that is that Jupiter and Saturn have moved into Aquarius and are creating a whole new vibe. And also the pandemic hot degree has expired, yay. And we've talked about this a little bit already in your December horoscope from last year. You might go and check that if you want to find out more about Jupiter and Saturn moving into Aquarius. We've also created a playlist of videos for 2021, which you can find on our Pandora Astrology YouTube channel. Hey, Julia, can you tell the Pisces of the world all about what's up with Mercury, Venus, and Mars in their chart this month?
Sure can. Hey there, Pisces. So Mars is finally moving out of its sign in Aries where it's been for the last few months because it did a whole retrograde cycle there. So on January 6th, Mars is going to be moving into a different house, which is going to be your third house. This is the house of siblings. This is the house of neighbors and neighborhood, also the house of communication. And wherever we have Mars is where we can run into conflict, where we can face frustrations. So after January 6th, if you have any brothers or sisters in your life, even cousins or other types of extended relatives, you might be running into some flare-ups with them because Mars is kind of a combative planet, or they could be giving you headaches just sort of on their own. Since the third house also represents our neighbors and our neighborhood, it could be that you're running into frustrations with your local surroundings, either with annoying neighbors or maybe some really terrible construction noise outside, for example. This is also the house of communication, so your words might be extra sharp, so don't say anything you can't unsay. Now, Mercury begins the month in the 11th house, which is a very social house. It's the house of groups, the house of friends. So for the first week of the month, you're doing your best communication within a group context, but then on January 8th, Mercury is going to move into your 12th house of seclusion, and during that cycle, you're going to be much more inclined to keep your ideas to yourself and your thoughts to yourself. This is also the house of self-undoing. So again, with Mars also in the third, be careful you don't say anything you can't unsay with, communication, because that's what Mercury represents. Mercury is going to go retrograde on January 30th, and it's going to pretty much take its whole retrograde cycle in the month of February, but stay tuned for that. Venus, the planet of art, beauty, and relationships, begins the month in the 10th house of career. So for the first week of January, it's a wonderful time for just getting along with people that you work with, or maybe even gaining the favor of authority figures in your life, whether they're bosses or teachers or parents, for example. Then on January 8th, Venus is going to move into your 11th house of groups. This is also the house of long-term goals in life. So you could get a little luck, because wherever we have Venus, we might experience a little bit of extra luck towards planning your long-term goals in life. And you're also going to be in a very, very social mood. If you have a partner, you're going to want to socialize with them, with your friends or whatever groups you're a part of. And if you're single, then it's a wonderful time to get on some kind of dating app, because the 11th house also represents networks.
Good stuff. Well, we have a couple of moons this month. First of all, though, I want to say that Aquarius season begins when the sun moves into Aquarius right here, and that's your 12th house. So for you, Pisces, it tends to put the spotlight in some areas that you usually don't look at that closely, that you may even feel that you've relegated to the unconscious. So there may be some stirrings and murmurings in the shadowy corners of your mind because of that this month. Now, we do have the first of these two moons. It's a new moon in Capricorn. We're calling this one Newborn Ambitions and Phoenix Rising. And we call it that because it is a moon in Capricorn. And that's the sign of ambition, certainly. But also Pluto is right here. And Pluto's been bringing transformation to your 11th house for some years, actually, and has been transforming your friendships, possibly causing some meltdowns along the way, most likely, actually. And then you know, facilitating some rebirths as well. And this moon is probably going to be instrumental in that general flow. So then another moon that we have coming later this month is on the 28th. And that is a full moon in Leo, which we've called Be Recognized for Your Generosity. Now, the moon in Leo is known for being inspiring, larger than life, charismatic, golden. And this one involves a grand trine in fire. So there's nothing stopping this moon, believe me. And I think it's going to bring a lot of inspiration and excitement. And it's doing that in your 6th house, which is the arena of work. So you might really find yourself wanting to be noticed at work during this moon, and really for like the 3 days surrounding this moon. Now, this winter is a really good time to start projects. And that's a good thing to know, because the planets in the sky that have been retrograde are all direct at once. I'm talking the outer planets, Jupiter through Pluto. And also the pandemic hot degree has expired. And so it's gotten a lot better. And this is a really good time to start new projects. So don't wait for the spring. Start during January or February if there are big projects that you want to do this year. I'm talking about things like actually getting married, not planning the wedding, but actually getting married. I'm talking about like breaking ground for a building, or making a large purchase, such as a home or a property or a car even. And when the planets are direct is a really good time for this sort of thing. It is important to avoid Mercury retrograde. And as Julia hinted, there is a Mercury retrograde period coming. It lasts from January 30th to February 20th. And if you just skip over that period, then you should find that this winter is filled with opportunities to start something great. Well, that's what we have for you today, Pisces. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please do like, share, and subscribe. And visit our YouTube channel, Pandora Astrology, if you want more news like this or more horoscopes. And you can find us on the web at pandoraastrology.com, where you can find horoscopes, our monthly forecast, and or get a reading, or even take a class. And until next month, we'll see you around the cosmos. Bye.
Bye.